It's one of the world's great sporting cities, and this weekend Melbourne will host an historic weekend of rugby action. The first ever Super Rugby Pacific Super Weekend. 5 high-octane matches spread over 3 days, featuring the best of the Pacific. And it all starts here tonight at the Victorian capital with the Chiefs of New Zealand against the New South Wales Waratahs. It's the start of the Trans-Tasman action too, at last. It's such a great pleasure to be here tonight. The Chiefs looking for a good start. Punching it up was Va'i. Now Gatlin chopping it back and switching it, picked up on the bounce by Kane. And the referee playing advantage. He was tipped up in the tackle there, Sam Kane. Tupaia carrying it forward now. And yeah, Kane just...
And you'll see this go past horizontal, and we could see a card straight away here, just contact that we don't like to see.
He's certainly flipped them over, hasn't he?
Yeah, agree. Do you want the original angle again?
Yeah, just keep rolling through, mate, please. So he's gone above the horizontal. Landing point. He's falling on his head and shoulder. There's no mitigation in that. It's a red.
Angus Bell has been sent off, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the game. Well, this flood of red card continues, and Chiefs opting to take the shot at goal. They want to get some points on the board, so Darren Coleman has early trouble. Nice quick ruck ball and a nice angle from Peresi as well. Look at the strength of the man. Takes it inside the 22. Waratahs, now they look to stab the kick through into the end goal. Awkward for Gatland at the back. They put him over the touchline. And that's a really great response, although the referee's going to bring them back for the penalty.
Gee, that was a nice disciplined approach from the Waratahs. Great set piece, given the situation they're in. Jamie Roberts got well over the gain line as well.
Talk to the boys behind you, make sure you're not getting too much weight though as well.
Harrison right down the middle. Flags go up. It's 3-all in Melbourne. Samasoni Taukiaho taken down by Va'i. Taukiaho takes up a familiar position at the back. Jacobson comes to drive him forward. Over the line, it's a try. Well, this hooker tryfest continues in Super Rugby Pacific. Samasoni Taukiaho for the Chiefs.
Oh, doesn't want TJ Taukiaho. He's up there straight away. Nicely set up, almost to the back of that line out. But it was nice and stable. Look at Taukiaho there at the back of it. He grabs the ball straight away. He gets up front foot ball from the rest of his pack as well. It was well protected, and over they go, first try Chiefs.
Oh, they were patient, and it was well set up. They didn't try to go forward too early. They got their set up right, and the Waratahs players were climbing up the sides of the maul, and they were infringing at the same time. And once they got that right shoulder pressure...
Now the little chip ahead from Jonah Lowe, and awkward at the back for the Waratahs. To their relief, it goes into touch, but we'll come back for the penalty.
Deliberate not forward, prevented a line break.
I think he's just checking because he is the last defender. Had this ball gotten away, Jonah Lowe, I think someone else was outside
the wide
as
angle,
well.
please. Oh.
Yeah, just going to get it for you.
Boy, he beat.
Okay, so we've got 2 Chiefs players on the outside. Yeah, I know, but you're the last defender, prevented a line break opportunity.
I guess the key to that, he had no realistic opportunity to gather that ball. I mean, he's one of the most experienced players in the game, Jamie Roberts. I think he's getting a little crowded there on the sideline. Take it down, Va'i. Now, Ratima sends a lovely flat ball across to Alex Nangable, who's been in brilliant form for the Chiefs. He's eventually put down by Hooper, but they're only 5 from the line. Poihipi, lovely delay. Jonah Lowe's in.
So nice. Brilliant set piece move from the Chiefs. It was nice and flat, a nice angle too. As they came across, they stayed patient, and Poihipi stepped up his midfield combination, and it was just a hands, and over Jonah Lowe goes.
So Taukiaho Sends it down the back. Lord collects it. Gatlin flings it into the midfield. Here's another big play coming up for the Chiefs. And Quintupaya is in. Well, really cashing in on the absence of Roberts. The Chiefs get their third try, and Quintupaya it is.
Every attack coach's dream, this set-piece move. More out the back goes Gatlin as well. Plenty of men to spare. Quintupaya, he goes over.
Peresi's reeled away from that contact. We'll keep an eye on him. Here's a nice ball into space, and a good storming run from Holloway. Gets the pass away to Gordon, and he's in. That's a good response, and at last something's gone right for the Waratahs.
Oh, hasn't what? Great stuff from the Waratahs. They've needed position. They've been starved of territory as well. It was a brilliant, nice and flat ball to Holloway. Look at him there, nice wee angle there. Still had plenty to do. One hand offload to his skipper on that inside, who still had a long way to go. Nicely done, early dive, over he goes.
Gatlin this time looking for a little kick in behind the defensive line. Peresi's got back. He's taken it, but he's been cut down by Chase Tiatia, and the Chiefs arrive and forced to win a penalty.
You've got to get back to your feet before you play that. You try to play it.
Quintupaya, he's always been good at that, getting over the ball.
And sends it between the posts. Gatlin, Ross again, almost ran into a bit of a hole there. They're threatening to break them open again. Poihepi, Tiatia, Kane, frees it up, Tupaya! He's got his second.
Yeah, he's happy with that too. Some great work, great build-up initially from the big boys. And Tupaya, what's just straightening up here too of Sam Kane, which needed to happen, and the finish of Quintupaya too strong.
There's genuine concern for Will Harrison in the background in that final tackle attempt before the try. But when the moment comes, the Chiefs have been so good at one, getting the ball where it needs to go out wide in space, and two, you see Sam Kane, he straightens up, gets the ball back into two hands and finishes it off well.
And somewhere in the middle of that tackle, Will Harrison copped a blow. And the Waratahs get one last crack at the Chiefs before half-time. Johnson Holmes playing advantage here is referee Nick Berry. Change of angle, Charlie Gamble, the man from Christchurch, busting away. He's freed it up for Alex Newsom, and he's going to score for the Waratahs. It's a much-needed boost before half-time.
Oh, this is what I said they're capable of. Ball in hand, it came from some brute strength and power from Gamble. Watch this here. Gets it off his 10. He goes straight for two players. He bounces off them. Showed a great big pair of heels and off to his wing. A great try, the Waratahs.
Newsom just bullocks his way into the right support play line.
And of course, with the injury to Harrison, Tane Edmed. And not a bad kick. That's a beauty. That's an excellent kick from Tane Edmed. Well, they finished the half. It's such a difficult half it's been for them, but they finished with a converted try. The Chiefs lead at the break. So can the Waratahs start the second half the way they finished the first? Hooper with it on the 10-metre mark, and a penalty.
Out of there. Two. Get out of there. You've affected the
Penalty's gone against Samisoni Taukeiaho. Chance for first points in the second half for the Waratahs. He struck it nicely. It's over. And the lead has been cut to 10.
You mentioned Horton. That complicates things for the Waratahs, both hookers off.
Well, it means we're going to, unfortunately, be treated to uncontested scrums. We haven't seen for a while. Halfback throwing the ball to the line out. Makes him nice and handy to receive the knockdown. Oh, he's Good tackle made by Nick Berry.
Can't play
Well,
that.
he was a very good halfback. And his tackle
play
count
that.
improves by 1. And we'll have to have a
Sorry,
scrum.
Oh, it's a miss, surely, TJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
He stopped him. He stopped him.
Just waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
I wish he did my stat.
They're getting good metres after contact, the Chiefs. Taukei'aho, well, he always does. Gatland again taking it close to line, intercepted! He's going to get a second! Jake Gordon! And they're right back in it now, the Waratahs.
Oh, gee, they what a play here from the captain. He's shooting right outside the line. The Chiefs were threatening with some offloads, and he made a decision on himself, and it was a crucial one too, to pop outside the intercept. Here we go. Gatland, who's been flattening up as well, he just got in front of his own man.
Well done, lads. Okay, 9.
It's the first of the doubleheader. Edmed now, Roberts. Oh, he's been picked off by Jonah Lowe. Another intercept try, this time for the Chiefs. Lowe gets his second. And maybe they just get a little bit of control of the game back.
Yeah, and a little bit of momentum too. Nicely picked off. I would have loved to see Roberts just carry here. Those flat, wayward pass, yeah, it was never on. Lowe was already in the channel. And all he needed to do was catch. He's got plenty of speed to finish.
Slater, they're just 10 metres out from the line. Arcoy. He's another who carries the ball with great power. Rowe, Gatland, Lowe looking for his third. He's in. That's terrific rugby from the Chiefs. And that's a vital try because it takes them out to a good lead again.
Oh, and brilliantly set up as well. It started with Brent Gatland. There was no nonsense. Nice little setup. He got flat ball. Another sacrificial run up, straightening up. Jonah Lowe comes off Brent Gatland, and they executed, finish well.
Hooper, slips one, gets a lovely ball away too. Here's a breakout for the Waratahs. The kick ahead from Peach. He's got after it. He's got it. Oh, great tackle though. Made from behind by Inga Finau. And the Chiefs threatening to turn it over here. No, they're penalised. And a yellow card.
Position, lift that.
Quintu Paia,
Yep,
the man it was who went to the bin.
It's uncontested scrum. Brent Gatland in behind, so he's got a few threats. The left-hand side, been somewhere he's gone often.
Well, just over a minute to play. Can they get one more? Rowe with the kick through, and Lowe's got 4. Beautifully worked. Great heads-up play by the young halfback, and Lowe helps himself to another one.
Oh, how good. This is absolutely outstanding by the Chiefs.
4 tries, and that was well put away by him.
The Chiefs are missing some real star quality. No Brodie Retallick, Brad Weber, Anton Leonard-Brown, Eteni Nanai Seturo. Only 8 of the team that featured in the starting 15 that crushed the Waratahs last year. But they've shown their strength and depth. They had to survive an anxious moment or two in the second half. But in the end, with that sideline conversion, they have come up with a resounding win over the Waratahs, a high-scoring match, 51 points to 27.